Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in that video description, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button and getting us to the Beard Wizard, getting us to 7,500 as soon as possible. Sorry, this is a live show, so a live review show, and that's all I'm going to talk about the ways to support this channel. I'm not going to go into the monetary ways of this particular video for a couple of reasons. The same reason that I am not monetizing this particular video. Something very evil happened yesterday, and I don't care, and it doesn't matter what I thought of Charlie Kirk, and it doesn't matter what you think of Charlie Kirk. It doesn't matter if you supported him or not. Something very evil happened yesterday, and something very evil is continuing to happen even today. There is a lot of evil in this world. There are people who have done evil things. There are people who are celebrating and encouraging those evil things. And there are people who laid the groundwork and created an environment for those evil things to thrive. And all of that is evil. In this case, whoever is responsible, the person who pulled the trigger and anybody who might have funded them or helped them in any way, those people are ultimately responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk yesterday. But the people who are celebrating it, the people that are using it as a gotcha, as a political stance to try to push through laws or try to do anything like that, the people that are condoning it, and the people who created the environment that made this acceptable to people, because some people find this acceptable. A lot of people find this acceptable. There are a lot of people I've seen online that find the events yesterday a good thing. And to those who created this environment, you are just as responsible. You have blood on your hands. You are evil. So I want people to think inwardly. I really want people to start considering what they say and what they do. If you come to my channel, I hope you come to my channel with an open mind and an open heart and a sense of brotherhood, sisterhood that I want to encourage, and carry that forward in your own life. And remember that we are all human beings. Charlie Kirk was a human being. Doesn't matter what you thought of his personal beliefs. He was a human being. He was a father. He was a husband. He was a son. He was a brother. He was a human being. And not liking what somebody has to say does not negate that. It does not change that. And if all life is precious, then all life is precious. If you think only some life is precious, then you don't think human life is precious. If you think only certain people deserve empathy, then you don't have empathy. It's not a switch. It's not a spectrum. It's not an on-off thing. You either have it or you don't. You either believe human life is precious or you don't. You either have empathy or you don't. So we're going to take a look at this. This song that Tom MacDonald just put out. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but the more I thought about it today, the more I wanted to. And there's some things in here that I would caution people against. But we're going to take a look at it anyway because we review Tom on this channel, and I often have some respect for what Tom has to say, and Tom is very outspoken as well. We're going to pause as necessary, talk about the music, etc., and so on. Again, this is a live review show. If you're in the live stream, say hi. If you have come to this channel, or if you come to this video and you have hate in your heart or division in your purpose, you are unwelcome. You are unwelcome here. You are unwelcome on my socials. You are unwelcome in my space. So don't bother if that's all you're bringing. If you're coming here with love and brotherhood, sisterhood, welcome. If you come with disagreement, awesome, welcome. But if you got hate and division in your heart, think twice. Shove off. You are unwelcome here. All right. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of stunned at what the world has revealed in the last 24 hours. I'm really shocked and disappointed in what I've seen of humanity in the last day. So we're going to take a look at this, talk about it. That's enough of an intro. Welcome. There's a few of you in here. Say hi. I love talking to you guys. But here we go. This is Charlie from Tom MacDonald. Cheers. Rest in peace.
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous, woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that...
Yeah, so there's a lot of anger, obviously, in this, and that's a natural reaction. And the only thing I would caution here, and I caution anybody, especially with a platform, is we don't know who did it yet. We make a lot of assumptions. We place a lot of blame, but we don't know. We don't know if this was an individual. We don't know if it was somebody who was hired. We don't know. We don't know yet. Even 24 hours later, we don't have those details. And so, but this is a response in anger, and it's understandable because it's an emotion. It's a normal, natural emotion. But I would caution people to, again, the division is not what we need. Not yet, not till we find out, not really ever, but let's wait to place blame until we have the blame. Other than the people we know created this environment to allow this to happen. Those people are absolutely to blame, and they aren't just one side. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not just one side that created this environment.
They have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men tried to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us, when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day. Killed in cold blood for having a
It's a good point that he said about Charlie having an army, and this is why this is different, I think. You know, a lot of people have been saying, well, what about this other attack? What about this other shooting? What about the state representatives in, what was it, Minnesota? Why didn't you care? You know, people have been bringing up all these other instances of, well, what about this? What about that? Millions of people are fans of Charlie Kirk. He set up a lot of programs for use. He changed a lot of lives. He touched a lot of people with his work, with his charity, with all of the different programs that he worked through his organizations. And whether you like it or not, what he created was an army of people that, quite honestly, probably exceeds the size of our own military. And I'd have to look up the details, and I don't have those numbers in front of me, and it doesn't really matter. The point is, this isn't just some random politician or some CEO of a company. This is somebody who had millions of people who listened to what he said and followed his channels and talked about him. And I hope and pray that that what happened doesn't create something worse. But there's every likelihood that it will, because of the sheer size of his following. And that's kind of the part that scares me the most is what is going to come after this. Is it going to get worse before it gets better? God's, I hope not. But it could.
So I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day. Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, we'll make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And
That's a line. I hope heaven has a window so you can watch your children. Um, that's a gut punch. Again, placing blame this early. Obviously, we have suspicions. Obviously, there's anger in there, and there is all likelihood that he's right in this instance about the politics of the person responsible. But the celebration, it was yesterday was, I mean, I even had friends, people I've known for years, posting things on social media that were pretty atrocious, and there was a lot of just blocking going on. There's no talking to people who are that far gone. There's no talking to somebody who looks at the death of another human being and cheers for it. You can't. That person, to me, that person cannot be saved by the amount of effort I'm willing to give. But Reddit was flooded with it. News organizations were blaming him. Like there was a lot of really disgusting behavior yesterday. So Tom's not wrong at all when he talks about the celebration that people were having, and it was all over the place. And Santiago Cirillo, he's an actor who was on The Walking Dead and does some horror flicks and whatnot. He posted something on Facebook yesterday to the effect of, and I'm going to paraphrase him because I don't want to try to find his post. It was good. It's not a bad thing. That it's easy to forget how the world is when you just see social media, when you just see what's going on the internet, and I would like to pass along his reminder that we have to remember that that is a small microcosm of very loud voices. Most normal people were not celebrating. Most normal people are horrified by this, and so we have to remember that too when we see this, when we saw the celebrations, when we saw people doing those things. It is a very small microcosm of very loud, evil people who were celebrating, and we have to remember that. Santiago Cirillo, Cirilo, I believe. Again, he was an actor in The Walking Dead and did some other stuff. He posted that, and I found that helpful to remember. And I've said that myself a few times, but it was helpful to get that reminder yesterday.
We'll make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties, and you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us, the system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
There's a lot of good stuff there, honestly. Yeah, I would, again, we don't know yet who, we don't know why. We can speculate. We're probably right if you speculate. But we don't want to fall into the trap that even, was it MSNBC or CNN did right away, where their first reaction was maybe it was somebody, a supporter, shooting their gun in celebration, and it hit him. Like, one of the dumbest things you could possibly say from a journalist at the moment of an assassination, it was that. Like, that was such a stupid thing to say, and we don't want to fall into that trap of creating more of this division in an environment where more violence is likely, until we have more facts and until we know what happened, until we have details and go from there. So I would encourage, and I know it's hard because a lot of people are very angry. And anger is a very powerful emotion and it's hard to overcome. But anyway, I've talked long enough. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you. I see several of you in the chat. If you're just joining, you can rewind the video or you can wait for YouTube to process the live. Be sure to go check out Tom's channel. Subscribe there if you're not already, and be sure to subscribe here. And again, come to this channel, come to my socials, and go out in your life with love and brotherhood, sisterhood in your heart. Not the hate and division. That we don't need it. We've got too much of it. So I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Rest in peace, Charlie. We'll see you all soon.